Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert's Porch. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NFL Week 12 is upon us. Thanksgiving weekend. Happy holidays to everyone. All right, Week 11, 9-5 on straight-up picks, 8-6 against the spread, 6-8 on the over/under, 23-18. Year-to-date, 97-67 on straight-up picks, 80-84 against the spread, 73-91 over/under. 250 and 242 overall, 50.8%. Better than we were, not where we want to be, but we're going to work on it. All right, so we have 16 big games, 3 games on Thanksgiving Day. Now, NFL has been on Thanksgiving from 1920 through 1940, and then again 1945 through present day. They missed 1941 through 44 due to World War II. The most games that any one team has now played on Thanksgiving is Detroit Lions 83, Dallas Cowboys at 55, Chicago Bears 37, and Green Bay Packers 36. The least number of games played on Thanksgiving, the Jacksonville Jaguars have never played on Thanksgiving. I thought that was the craziest stat in the world I found. Carolina, Cincinnati, and Tampa Bay all played one game. The most wins on Thanksgiving, Detroit with 37, Dallas 32, Chicago 20, and Green Bay 14. The most losses, Detroit 44, Dallas 22, Green Bay 20, and Chicago and Arizona both with 15. All right, NFC North, the 4-6 Green Bay Packers versus the 8-2 Detroit Lions. All-time, Green Bay leads the series 105, 76-7. On Thanksgiving, Detroit leads Green Bay 12-8-1. Overall on Thanksgiving, Green Bay is 14-20-2, while Detroit is 37-44-2. In this game, Detroit is favored by 7.5. I got them winning, covering under the 47. The 4-7 Washington Commanders versus the 7-3 Dallas Cowboys. All time, Dallas beat Washington 76-48-2. Washington is 2-10 versus Dallas on Thanksgiving. Otherwise, Washington is 4-8 on Thanksgiving. Dallas is 32-22-1. Dallas is favored by 11. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 48.5. And then our final Thanksgiving game, we have the 7-3 San Francisco 49ers versus the 6-4 Seattle Seahawks. All time, Seattle leads the series versus San Francisco 30-20 on Thanksgiving. The 49ers are 2-2-1, while the Seahawks are 2-2. San Fran is favored by 6.5. I got them winning, covering over on the 43. And then we have the first ever Black Friday NFL game. We have the 7-3 Miami Dolphins going against the 4-6 New York Jets. Miami is favored by 10. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 41. And then we have our typical Sunday games, our Sunday night, and then our Monday night game. The 1-9 Carolina Panthers versus the 3-7 Tennessee Titans. Tennessee is favored by 3.5. I got them winning, covering over on 37. AFC South 1 versus 2. 7-3 Jacksonville Jaguars versus the 6-4 Houston Texans. Jacksonville is favored by, in some circles that said pick 'em. Some said a half point. I found one that said 1.5 points. Jacksonville minus 1.5. With an over-under of 48.5. I got the Jaguars winning, covering, and under on the 48.5. Ooh, how the mighty have fallen. The 2-8 New England Patriots going against the 3-8 New York Giants. Yeah, it's not been that long ago, but the mighty has fallen. New England is favored by 3. I got them winning, covering. Nope, I'm taking New York plus 3. So I realized I did that. And the New York Giants plus 3, and then over on the 33.5. New Orleans Saints 5-5 versus the Atlanta Falcons, who are 4-6. Falcons are favored by 1.5. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 41.5. Next up, the 6-4 Pittsburgh Steelers versus the 5-5 Cincinnati Bengals. Pittsburgh is favored by 1. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 37.5. Next up, we have the 4-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the 5-5 Indianapolis Colts. Indianapolis is minus 2.5. I got them winning, covering, over on the 43.5. All right, the Cleveland Browns, who are 7-3, go up against the 5-5, the Denver Broncos, who've won 4 straight. Broncos are favored by 2.5 at home. The way those Broncos have been playing lately, yeah. Broncos minus 2.5, over on the 35.5. The 4-6 Los Angeles Rams versus the 2-9 Arizona Cardinals. The Rams are minus 1.5. I got them winning, covering it under on the 44.5. 7-3 Buffalo Bills versus the 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia's already beat the other top team in the AFC, the Kansas City Chiefs. They still got Jacksonville and Baltimore to go. If they get past the Buffalo Bills here, Philadelphia's favored by 3. I got them winning, covering, taking over on the 48.5. The 7-3 Kansas City Chiefs versus the 5-6 Los Angeles Raiders. The Raiders. Chiefs are favored by 8.5. I got them winning, covering, and under on the 43. On Sunday Night Football, we have the 8-3 Baltimore Ravens versus the 4-6 Los Angeles Chargers. Baltimore's favored by 3.5. Yeah, I was back and forth on this game, but you know what? Baltimore minus 3.5, under on the 47. And then on Monday Night Football, we have the 3-8 the Chicago Bears going against the 6-5 Minnesota Vikings. Minnesota's favored by 3.5. I got them winning, covering, and over on the 43. So I got Minnesota, Baltimore, Kansas City, Philadelphia, Los Angeles Rams, Denver Broncos, Indianapolis Colts, Pittsburgh Steelers, Atlanta Falcons, New York Giants, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tennessee Titans, and Miami Dolphins. All winning in Week 11. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day, have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader, sports channel content.